All right, we have an empty mobile station right here, and we are going to add a locomotive with a dip switch address, a Marklin Motorola address. If you remember, it's going to be a number anywhere between 1 and 80. This is the spot where it's going to go right now. If that's not the spot where you want it to go, you can hit the locomotive button and keep pushing it. You can see the cursor scrolling to the right until you get to the spot where you want to add this locomotive. If you need to back up, there's two ways to do this. Just push another 20 somewhat times until the cursor comes all the way back to the left, or you push the shift button and now just simply rotate the knob. This is also an easy way to select a locomotive in case you have this whole list full of locomotives. This is a much quicker way to select the locomotive that you want. We're going to go all the way back to spot 1. If I keep turning, you see it jumps all the way to the last spot. What I can also do now is let go of the shift button and hit this locomotive button one more time, and now I get to spot number 1. So this is where we want to add the locomotive. For that, I need to get this button here, the red one. It's a locomotive with a wrench through it. And to get there, I hit the shift button and then this button right here. And now it says new locomotive. I can add one from the database, or I can scroll down by using this third button, and I can scroll down in the list and it gives me another option, enter manually, or I can even find the locomotive. If you use the find function, you need to make sure that there's no other locomotives on the track, and what the mobile station will do is simply try every single address and see if a locomotive responds. And we're not going to do that right now. We're going to use the enter manually, and if I push it, now I can select the Marklin Motorola 2 coding switches, which is what we simulate we have right now. There are some newer version locomotives before MFX came out, which are Marklin Motorola programmable decoders. And then if we scroll down, we can also have DCC. Like I said, we're simulating that we have the dip switches and we have it set, let's say, at address number 14. So I'm going to select MM2 coding switches. And now it's set for address number 1. That's not the one that I want. And so with the plus and the minus, I can scroll through the numbers and I can get to number 14 this way. Another way to do it is again to push down on the shift button and simply rotate this knob, and you can see we're jumping through the numbers much quicker now. So I'll get close to the 14 and now I'll just hit plus until I get 14. That's the address I want. So now I hit the check mark right here. And now I can name the locomotive. The cursor is at the A, and again, if I push the shift button, now you can see I can rotate through whatever name I want to give this. We're not going to go through that whole exercise, but let's say it's an E43 or something like that. So I got the E. Now I move the cursor by pushing this button, and I can repeat this whole deal. If I need to get to the keyboard, I hit this button, and now you can see I can scroll through the whole keyboard, do numbers, you name it, even spaces, small caps, and all the way at the end there's even the weird characters, and it's all there. Anyways, I'm just going to put a beta S. That's fun. And I hit the check mark. I'm done now, and now I can give it a locomotive symbol, and you can select through here and pick the symbol that you want. And here we are. It will give you standard 4 functions, and you can edit those. I'll show that in a new video, but now you have a locomotive here at that number 1. You can also delete locomotives, and for that, again, you set the cursor. You select the locomotive. Because we only have one locomotive right now, I'm simply going to select that locomotive. And then again, I'll hit the shift button and the locomotive wrench button right here. And now I could change the locomotive, and I'm scrolling down. I could write a locomotive card. That's that credit card looking card that you can buy from us. You can put all the facts of that locomotive on a card. You can remove the locomotive, and you can reset the locomotive, which works with some versions of the pre-MFX decoders. In this case, we want to delete the locomotive, so we are hitting remove loco. And then it says, hey, that locomotive you named EIC, do you want to delete it? And in this case, I'm going to hit the check mark. If I want to get out of it, of course, I can use the X and it would jump out of this menu. And now the locomotive is deleted, and in this case, our menu is empty again. Hope this was helpful for you. If you have any other questions on the mobile station, just send us an email or access the chat at ajckids.com and post your question, and I can make a video for you explaining how to do that particular thing. If you like the video, subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you the next time.